News 5 on your side presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast today. The Salvation Army is among local organizations working against the problem of human trafficking here in Northeast Ohio. And with me this morning is the Executive Director of the Salvation Army's Harbor Light Complex, Bo Hill. And he'll tell us what that organization, the Salvation Army, is doing. Later on, we'll hear from Natalie Shrimpf and Lou Kime, who will tell us about the annual Kentucky Derby Party to benefit the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. And on the broadcast after that, Myrtle Wesley and Linda Smith-Peterson will tell us about an event to benefit Eliza Bryant Village. Good morning again. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with my friend Bo Hill, Executive Director of the Salvation Army Harbor Light Complex, which is at East 18th Street and Prospect in the downtown area.
That's correct.
Cleveland. Good to see you, Bo.
Thanks a lot for having me. Really appreciate it.
Salvation Army is out there doing a variety of things, helping people. And among the problems you have to deal with, other than hunger and housing and people burned out of their homes and all of that, human trafficking.
It's a very, very sad thing that we've seen, and we've been involved in the Collaborative to End Human Trafficking actually prior to its inception in 2007, and we've kind of seen a need, for those that come to us with need shelter or have addiction issues, and so we just try to assist them where they need it. You
open your arms to them. Who's the typical victim of it, or is there a typical victim?
Well, the stereotypical perspective or perception of human trafficking is it's someone that comes over in a crate or something like that, and then they come over and then they become a victim of sex trafficking here in the area. Well, unfortunately, that's not the typical person that we see. The typical person we see is someone that is a young person that maybe got addicted, especially with the opiate crisis that's going on, and then they start doing things that they otherwise wouldn't do to feed that addiction.
Yeah. What kind of support do you offer to these victims of human trafficking?
So all the survivors that come to us either through the Rape Crisis Center or law enforcement. So we work very closely with a lot of entities, but those in particular. And they pretty much come to us if they need a place of respite and shelter, or they have that addiction issue. And so about half the people come through, in either place. So.
And you house them, you put them up at the Salvation Army Harbor Light Complex.
We do house them. So
at Prospect and East 18th Street.
We try to make sure that it's a very, very secure environment for the safety of the people that we serve. Absolutely.
This is what the Lord has asked you personally to do. This kind of work. Before we started, you were telling me you're fourth generation Salvation Army.
That's correct. Yeah, fourth generation of my family have been involved in it, and our kids, my wife and we kids are fifth generation. We go to the Salvation Army on the west side of Cleveland. That's our church, and so thank God for it. That's the only way we can really continue to do what we do is because of His blessings.
Yeah. So now you want to expand the project of helping human trafficking, because human trafficking is expanding itself. How do you do that? What can we do to help you do that?
So, as it stands now, we have an apartment unit where we can serve 6 survivors that's designated for respite services for trafficking survivors. And in partnership with Hugh and Michelle Jackson and Andrea over at the Hugh Jackson Foundation, we're in the process now of renovating a space that we have to be able to serve 12 additional survivors. And so it's truly was a blessing. And so we're hoping that renovation is going to be online in about 3 months or so. And then the biggest issue that we have is always the ongoing operating costs to have staff and things of that nature to help the ladies.
If there's a victim of human trafficking out there, that person can call your hotline, right?
Well, typically they would go through the Rape Crisis Center or law enforcement. But we'd like to ask them if there's a victim, a survivor, you can either contact the national hotline, or if they go into a hospital, there's SANE nurses that assist them, and so those SANE nurses get in contact with us, and then they come to see us.
We ought to put that hotline number on the air here, which you gave me just before we started broadcast. 888-37 833-7888. That's the hotline number. And then I've got a number for the Salvation Army Harbor Light Complex as well, 861-8185 in the 216 area code. You see that at the bottom of the screen. And you can also go to salvationarmycleveland.org. More information on absolutely everything we're talking about.
Correct, sir.
Full disclosure, I am on the advisory board of the Salvation Army and have been working with the Salvation Army for more than 20 years. So it touches my heart, this organization, and that's one of the things we want to put out there and let you know that I work with it. And if you can send some money to the Salvation Army, it's always welcome. It is always welcome and always be put to a good use. So where do we go from here, Bo?
Well, so a couple interesting facts is that hotline number, they do some data associated with it, and Ohio is actually ranked number 4 in the country with respect to human trafficking cases that are connected with that. So it is very prevalent in the state of Ohio. But what I would ask is that parents and caregivers and things like that truly, genuinely love and see what their kids are doing, because there are signs that come up, and so if your kid starts coming around and they start having tattoos that they otherwise wouldn't get, they start having a lot of new, very expensive items, and you're not sure where they're coming from, or they start walking around with a lot of cash, ask questions. Because now what happens is people that are trying to get young kids, you know, it's not just going to a playground now or going to the mall or something like that. Lots of things are occurring online, and so when you see things that are happening with your children, ask them, spend time with them, truly, genuinely love on them.
And love them.
Amen.
Which is what the Lord has always asked us to do from the very beginning.
No doubt.
Many thanks. Bo Hill, Executive Director of the Salvation Army's Harbor Light Complex, talking about the problem of human trafficking here in Northeast Ohio. There's a phone number, 216-861-8185. You can contact Bo's staff at the Salvation Army Harbor Light Complex on anything, questions you may have. Send us a donation as well. SalvationArmyCleveland.org. More information on everything we're talking about. Always good to see you, my friend.
God bless you, man.
Yeah, God bless you too, Bo. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you very much.
And we thank your parents and grandparents, 4th generation Salvation Army worker, you and your family.
Yeah, appreciate it, sir.
Good to have you on the broadcast.
God bless you. Thanks.
I'll take a break in just a moment. We'll be right back. We'll talk about what's here going on in Kaleidoscope. We're going to hear about the 2018 Kentucky Derby Party to benefit St. Vincent de Paul Society, but I've got to do this first. I'll be right back. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. Always glad to have you with me. The Society of St. Vincent de Paul will host its annual Kentucky Derby Party on May the 5th to benefit its food pantries. Marketing and Development Manager Natalie Shrimpf is here, along with party committee member Lou Keim, to share more about this event coming up. Natalie on the left and Lou Keim seated on the right. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having us.
Refresh us, Natalie, on the mission of the St. Vincent de Paul Society.
Sure. We've been around since 1865, and our volunteers provide face-to-face emergency help to people in need across Northeast Ohio. So, Leon, that help takes on numerous forms. It's help with rent and utilities to keep the heat and lights on and keep people from becoming homeless. It's help with winter blankets to the homeless people in the fall and winter. Help to the low-income children in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. We supply school supplies every fall. And a large portion of our help is hunger relief. We have 7 main hunger centers in Cuyahoga County and 1 in Summit County. And we also have many parish-based food pantries that collectively provide food to more than 13,000 Northeast Ohioans. So hunger relief is a huge portion of our help, and that's why we're having the annual Kentucky Derby Party on May 5th.
So we got to raise some money, right, Lou Keim?
Right, exactly.
You're the party girl.
That's right.
You are on the committee.
We're the ones that do the work.
We're trying to raise some money, and you're going to have the Kentucky Derby Party. This will be the running of the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
On Saturday, May the 5th.
Yes.
Now, where are you going to hold this party?
It's at Great Lakes Brewing Company, and because of the generosity of the title sponsor, who is the Community West Foundation, and the host is the Great Lakes Brewing Company, 100% of the proceeds go to the hunger centers. And that, in turn, benefits the families, which is drastically needed. anyone who comes into that food center has a lot of other issues, but food is the main.
If we've got to eat so that we can handle all the rest of the problems that we're
and
faced
so because of this generous donation, if by attending the Kentucky Derby, where the tickets are $75, for each dollar that we receive, we can provide a meal for 4 people at a time.
Okay. So we want to get people in line for this Kentucky Derby party. It's Saturday, May the 5th. It starts at 4 o'clock at the Great Lakes Brewing Company.
Yes.
And we will watch the running of the horses down in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
Have a good time.
Yes.
And everybody will celebrate and raise money for a good cause. The kinds of things that you were talking about and Natalie was talking about just a few seconds ago.
There will be a lot to do at that party, too. We have a silent auction, a 50-50 raffle, a hat contest, horse betting, watching the race from beginning to end, and just having fun. And what a great way to donate and have fun at the same time.
Natalie, I think you are going to have more fun that they're going to have in Kentucky. This is the place to be, not in Kentucky at the running of the horse race there.
Right.
But this is all for valuable reasons. What's the cost of the tickets now?
Sure, an individual ticket is $75, and that gets you valet parking. That gets you in. We are having authentic Derby Fair heavy hors d'oeuvres, a mint julep, wonderful Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. And I just want to clarify, it is at Great Lakes Brewing Company, but it is in the tasting room on Carroll Avenue.
On Carroll Avenue.
Correct.
That's one on Carroll Avenue, but that's right around the corner from the West Side Market.
It was actually by Market Avenue, by Great Lakes.
Market Avenue.
Yes.
Great Lakes Brewing Company is at 2516 Market Avenue in Cleveland, but the tasting area is right around the corner.
Correct.
If you get to one, you're really at the other one.
Pretty much, yes, absolutely.
Just get to West 25th Street and ask where's the party.
There you go.
And we'll see the party people going there. You're excited about this kind of thing because this benefits worthwhile organization.
Yes, it does. Just think about when you donate to our hunger centers, just think about a family sitting down and eating a nutritious meal because of what you donated. Also, because of the generosity of the Cleveland Food Bank, we are also able to give them a supply of fresh fruits and produce, which you are not able to purchase those at the stores because it's so expensive.
Okay. We've told them how to get the price of the ticket, $75, but for that $75, you get so very much.
Yes.
How do people get the tickets now? Where do you go to get the tickets?
Visit our website at www.svdpcle.org, and you'll see a page for Kentucky Derby Party. It gives you all the information, or you can call our offices at 216-696-6525, extension 2520.
And we've got all that information down at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go to this party, because Natalie's going to be there and Lou is going to be there, big hats, they're going to be having lots of fun. Mint juleps and beer.
Right.
I mean, it's all part of the deal and a horse race. So write these numbers down. And but this all is to really benefit the St. Vincent de Paul Society, which, as Natalie was telling us, Lou, has been around since 1865.
Yeah, we haven't, but
I know you haven't. Yeah. But the organization has been around since 1865, certainly helping people. Many thanks for being on the broadcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Lou, have a good time at the party.
Oh, I will, and they will too if they attend.
As we will watch the horses run, but the party place is at the Great Lakes Brewing tasting room. That's the party place, not in Louisville, Kentucky.
No.
Louisville will be watching you guys.
Yeah, here in Cleveland.
I'll take a break. I'll be right back. This is Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Big. We'll be right back, and we'll talk about Eliza Bryant Village and a special benefit they've got going after I do this first. Welcome back to Kaleidoscope. By the way, we are in our 18th year, and we appreciate your being with us all those 18 years. Here's our next segment. Eliza Bryant Village Auxiliary 3 hosts its annual benefit luncheon on Saturday, May the 12th. Auxiliary members Myrtle Wesley and Linda Smith-Peterson are with me now to share more information about this. Myrtle Wesley, a member of the Eliza Bryant Village Auxiliary number 3, and Linda Smith-Peterson. Myrtle on the right, Linda on the left. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Tell me about the mission, Eliza Bryant Village, a nursing facility.
Right.
That's the overall mission, is that correct?
Correct.
Absolutely.
It's been around for a while, hasn't it?
Hasn't it?
Well, how long has it been around?
It's going on 122 years. Yes.
Located right on Wade Park at around East 79th Street.
That is correct.
If memory serves me correct.
Right.
Yeah. And what kind of programs and services do you offer?
Well, we offer many services. In fact, we have independent living there. We have skilled nursing. We have daycare for the adults. We also have memory care unit.
Yeah.
And we also have, we service the community as well as the residents there at Elijah Bryant. We have even home care for the community as well. The newest thing we have on the block is our dialysis center, where the residents don't have to leave the building to go for dialysis, and it's also offered to the community. They may use that service as well. Right.
Thank goodness you're there doing what you do.
Yes, and we have rehab as well. Okay.
And Myrtle and Linda, I know you're here to talk about a big event that you've got coming up.
Yes, we
this
are.
annual luncheon music fest. This sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
I hope
and
so.
we're going to raise some money, all to benefit the Eliza Bryant Village.
Absolutely.
Tell us about this event now.
Absolutely. Well, as Myrtle just said, our auxiliaries, our mission is to support the village, and we are more than happy and excited to welcome the community to our annual luncheon and music fest that we're hosting it at the Lander Haven Executive Caters in Mayfield Heights. And we are going to just have so much fun with the Brazilian flavor of Calais Carnival, which is a street carnival.
We've got a little placard here advertising, and I'd love to get that because I just that gives you the flavor right there.
Absolutely.
This is obviously going to be fun.
It is going to be so much fun. We are going to be dressed in our Carnival costumes, and we're welcoming our community members who come to dress as well, have festivities. As soon as you enter the door, you're going to have that feeling of being right there in Brazil at this carnival. We're going to have over 22 vendors, and we're going to have all kinds of prizes, raffles, continuously selling raffle tickets. Someone's going to be the winner of a sizable cash prize from our raffle. You can also buy tickets to purchase beautiful theme baskets that are going to be available. Again, that's another opportunity to buy tickets, and you could win one of those beautiful baskets. We're also going to have, our vendors are going to be selling all kinds of things from baked goods to clothing, accessories, and services as well.
As they say, from soup to nuts. You've got it all.
That's good.
Now, Saturday, the May 12th, and Myrtle, I want to know, how can people get in on these tickets? The tickets, I'm told, is $45 for this event. How do you get a ticket? Where do you get in line to get a ticket?
Well, you can get a ticket from any of the Auxiliary 3 members, and you can also call our president, Zadie Barber, and you can get the tickets also from LaVon Adams, who is the person who's sharing
and people can, I've got a phone number here.
Yes,
we can put
you have
that
a
phone number on the air.
Right.
We're going to put that 216-470-1525. You see at the bottom of the screen there, or you can go to elizabryant.org. You can get more information on everything that Myrtle and Linda are talking about.
Right.
You're going to be there. This is going to be a big do. I mean,
yes,
this is going to be a big. This is a celebration, but all to benefit Eliza Bryant Village.
Absolutely. The benefits, all the funds to go to Elijah Bryant Village.
And in our final minute, as Myrtle said, the Eliza Bryant Village has been there for 122 years.
Yes.
So it must be doing something right, helping people who need nursing home care.
Committed to the community. Committed to the communities right there.
And those of you who are members of the auxiliaries, you're part of auxiliary number 3.
Yes.
Those of you who are members of auxiliary are committed to the work of Eliza Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why you're here. Okay, well, once again, it's going to be Saturday, May the 12th. Starts at 11 o'clock. It's a luncheon, and it's going to have that Calais Carnival or street carnival motif. It's going to have very much a Brazilian flavor.
We're going to have music, all kinds of, just so much entertainment.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
This is where you want to be. This is the place to be
Yes.
at that particular time, Saturday, May 12th. Executive Caterers at Lander Haven. Executive Caterers at Lander Haven, and that's at 6111 Lander Haven Drive in Mayfield Heights, in the city of Mayfield Heights. You want to be there, and you can get more information by calling 216-470-1525 for tickets and more information. Many thanks for being on the broadcast with us. Myrtle Wesley and Linda Smith-Peterson, both members of the Elijah Bryant Village Auxiliary No. 3, talking about their big event going to be at Executive Caterers at Lander Haven, Saturday, May 12th. It's a luncheon, starts at 11 o'clock and goes for 4 hours. Maybe gone into the night. Well, scheduled for 4 hours.
Right.
Okay. I'll take a break. I'll be right back in just a moment. This is Kaleidoscope. Beverly Riley Tatum will talk about the Urban League Guild after we do this first. The Morning Exchange segment, that means comments from somebody from the Urban League. And today that somebody is my good friend Beverly Riley Tatum of the Urban League Guild. Good to see you, Beverly.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
What's on your mind today?
Well, today I'm sharing with you about our 6th annual Spring in Bloom Luncheon. As you know, the Urban League Guild is the primary fundraiser for the organization. And for the past 6 years, we've been doing a luncheon. Our funds benefit the Urban League, their general fund. So this year we thought we'd do something a bit different. We are having a fashion show, but the different twist is we are focusing on outstanding women of faith and fashion. And at faith, we're talking about women in Cleveland who are clergy women. And so these ladies, 9 dynamic women, will be featured, and we are hoping that this is going to allow our community to get a better sense of who these women are and what they're about.
And so everybody will, I mean, it'll be faith-based, of course,
Faith-based.
the things you do, but there will be some fun along the way.
Exactly, exactly. Each lady will be doing some modeling, and each one will have an opportunity to address either a question or something that means something important to them. So the audience is going to actually see them, but they'll also get to hear them.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to benefit the Urban League as well.
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
Well, Beverly Riley Tatum of the Urban League Guild, it is always good to see you.
Good seeing you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. We see each other all the time anyway.
Right.
See you soon.
All right.
Take care, everybody. And you take care. Bye-bye.
This has been a presentation of News 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.